Well, hello, everyone. Welcome. If you're just joining us to STEM Day, the Ashford University first annual STEM Day event. Pleased to say this is brought to you by the Forbes School of Business and Technology with cooperation from the College of Health, Human Services and Science, the Division of General Education, our CETL team. And this particular session talks about details or looks at the winners of our STEMTalk competition. The topic for this particular session was, how is STEM and the Internet of Things shaping your future? And so what we thought we would do during this 30-minute window, we would share some of the videos, or at least a portion of some of those videos from the participants, and then also announce, or from the winners, and share that with you. The STEMTalk participant categories were elementary, middle school, high school, college, and professional. So with that in mind, let me turn it over to Pete to talk about how STEMTalk pairs with the overall STEM.
Thank you, Trevor. Let's see if you can see me here. Well, I don't know. Okay, thank you, Trevor, so much. I believe that STEMTalks is a way of starting a conversation with people from all walks of life, and then taking that conversation and building on it. I believe it's important that we have these STEMTalks, so not only are we going to take that conversation, but we're going to help take it to the next level and turn it into a product maybe of Internet of Things. And so making sure that we target K through 12, college and professionals basically was our goal. So we wanted to get people from all walks of life who were interested in STEM and who wanted to share their thought on the importance of STEM. And at this point, I will turn it over to Karen to introduce this year's STEM winners.
Thank you, Pete. So I have the pleasure of beginning our announcement for the winners of our STEMTalk competition 2018. I am announcing the category of the elementary grade school, and the winner of our elementary category is Darius Bell. Darius Bell is 8 years old. He's in the 3rd grade. And we're going to take a sneak peek at a snippet from the video that Darius submitted.
Hi, my name is Darius. I am 8 years old and I am in the 3rd grade. And technology is shaping my future. I want to share with my friends and you guys older than me my definition of the Internet of Things. You would want to know this too. The Internet of Things is devices talking to each other over the internet to make things easy in our lives. At school, I use the internet to take tests. My teacher uses her alarm clock to wake up and to start her coffee machine. The alarm clock talks to the coffee maker. That's the Internet of Things. My advice to you is to connect to a device with the internet. Your life will be much easier. My name is Darius. Thank you.
Wow. What can we say? That's Darius, who is 8 years old. And what did Darius teach us about the Internet of Things? I will quote Darius with his definition of IoT: devices talking to each other over the internet to make things easy in our lives. And by the way, his message to each of us is get connected. Thank you, Darius Bell. You did a wonderful job, and we see why you are the winner of our elementary grade school category for the STEMTalk competition. So up next, I would like to pass it off to Trevor, who will announce our high school competition winners.
Thank you, Karen. Well, I'm not sure how we can follow that. Darius did just a great job. And for those who may be listening or on the session and not familiar with this term of Internet of Things, I thought he offered a great definition. And, it is a term that people use to describe this ever-changing, ever-evolving world. So with that, let's get to the high school sessions. We have two winners actually in this particular category. Up first, let's hear from Kirsty Simpson. Karen?
Okay, and Carice.
Carice Simpson, sorry.
Actually, up next is D'Angelo. I'm sorry. Is D'Angelo Marshall.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to my STEMTalk episode. How science, technology, engineering, and math, and the Internet of Things are shaping my future. I'm D'Angelo. I'm 16 years old. I'm in the 11th grade, and I go to Smoky Hill High School. You may think I'm a bit young to be in doctor's clothes, but technology is shaping my future, and I will show you how using telemedicine. Telemedicine is the use of communication and information to provide clinical health care at a distance. You see, my patients have biopatches that stick to their skin. This allows me to get vital readings over the internet. You see, some of my patients' vital readings are off, and it has alerted me of a place to call him. Excuse me while I take this virtual doctor call.
Good afternoon, Doc. Just calling to let you know I've been feeling pretty bad here. My vitals are probably going crazy on your patch there, but I think I've got the flu, maybe cold, been coughing last couple of days there, and I think I'm running a fever.
Okay, I'll send a prescription to your pharmacy and call me within 2 days, and we'll see if any of the medication has given results.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
If your doctor is not using telemedicine yet, you can be assured that it is heading your way. 50 billion devices will be connected to the internet by 2020. That's only a few years away. This is how Internet of Things is shaping my future and yours. My name is D'Angelo, and science, technology, and the internet are shaping my future. Thank you.
So that was D'Angelo Marshall, and I just thought he did a great job on his STEM talk, and appreciate so much him submitting that. Okay, up next, and help me one more time, Karen. How do we say Mr. Simpson's first name?
Carice.
Carice Simpson.
Hello, my name is Carice Simpson, and welcome to my STEM talk on music and technology. I am in the 11th grade at DSST High School, and I like music. These days, devices talk to each other to provide better service to us. Take, for example, Apple's Siri. Siri is an IoT, which means Internet of Things device. I explain Internet of Things as a whole group of objects like devices, vehicles, and buildings, and other things that are designed with electronic softwares, sensors, and network connectivity to interact and collect and exchange data. Already, Siri can adjust any IoT device in your home app. Just say, "Hey Siri, set the temperature to 68," or "Hey Siri, turn the lights up in the living room." Also, what I really like is Siri can call up music that I like the most. Hey Siri, play hip hop. Can I just say my name? Oh, okay. My name is Siri Simpson. I like music, and this is how the STEM and the Internet of Things is shaping my future. Thank you.
All right, I love the part at the end there where you can see him kind of getting the groove on a little bit or dancing a little. But I love that part. So congratulations to both of our winners for the high school category. Up next, turn it over to Pete for college and professional.
Thank you, Trevor. For this year, we have a winner in the category of college, and his name is Richie Coleman, and he's going to be talking about the Internet of Things and the importance of it in our curriculum. So if you want to go ahead and hit play. Oh, hold on a second. Well, there we go.
There was a fascinating article written in June of 2017 in the Business Intelligence Insider, which projected that within the next 5 years, companies will spend $5 trillion in upgrading IoT. This article also pointed out that roughly 15% of the world's population is scheduled to have access to 5G by year 2022. Hi, I'm Richie Coleman, entrepreneur and a student of technology, perpetual student of technology. In terms of the question of how STEM and IoT are affecting my life, I like to think of it as the calm before the storm. When I anticipate what's on the horizon, I think of it as truly an analytical revolution of business affairs that will serve as a catalyst that dramatically transforms our culture, every facet of our culture, from academia, businesses, civic agencies, DoD, environmental protection, the federal government. It's absolutely fascinating when I stop and consider what's on the horizon in terms of IoT. And again, with the 5G comm infrastructure it will ride on, it's just amazing to me to stop and think about what's in store. And while there is this bow wave, this growing demand signal of IoT needs to be met in the future, there also seems to be a greater awareness of the paucity of curricula, of STEM curricula, to meet that growing demand signal that's being registered across the board. I firmly believe that there is an ever-increasing need to ensure that we have an IoT curricula embedded throughout STEM. And with it, whether it be labs, internships, programs, platforms, that we have a clear pathway by which to really ensure that we have students who are graduating with the requisite skill sets and experience that will enable them to continually adapt to this digital landscape of the future.
And that was Richie Coleman. Thank you very much for that video. As you can see, he brought up some really good points, and one of them being that he's hoping to see that the IoT curriculum or IoT gets embedded into our curriculum down in the future. And so thank you, Richie Coleman. We're going to move on to our next category, which is the professional category. And the professional category is going to deal with Lila Sears. And she's going to talk about how IoT and security go hand in hand.
Hi, my name is Lila Sears, and I'm going to tell you today about the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is anything that has an embedded device Basically, you can have medical devices, aircraft, vehicles, industrial machines, any HVAC systems, things like that. So with your Internet of Things, you also have things around your house. So let me give you a couple of examples of things around your house. You might have a thermostat, and your thermostat you might be able to adjust electronically, maybe through your phone, or like Cox has their home safety thing, where if you didn't lock your doors can lock automatically through your phone, as long as you're using the Cox app. So that's the Internet of Things. With the Internet of Things, more and more devices nowadays are getting IP addresses. And with those IP addresses, it makes it easier for us to remotely control. If we remotely control them, then they have a problem on the Internet with not being able to be secured. So the IoT of things, or the Internet of Things, is a very, very profitable industry right now. But they're not looking at the security of the industry right now, because all they're trying to do is get everything to come out more and more often and make your life easier and easier. So if you're interested in STEM, things you might be looking at for a growing industry would be to actually secure any of these Internet of Things devices, because that's going to be a big up-and-coming field. All right, that was a basic on the Internet of Things. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
And thank you, Lila Sears. Congratulations, she is the winner. She, as you can see, is very concerned with the security in the Internet of Things and how everything's being created, but the lack of security being implemented. So thank you for that. And now I'll turn it over to Dr. Ivy.
Thank you, Dr. Pete. So guys, I think we learned a lot from even us managing this competition. From every category that we had individuals submitting something, they all made wonderful points. Would you guys agree?
I agree, Karen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. And so once again, congratulations to all of our 2018 Ashford University STEMTalk competition winners. You each did a fantastic job zooming in on points in your videos. I also wanted to say that this is a first annual STEMTalk competition for Ashford University. We will continue this. Stay tuned for the 2019 AU STEMTalk competition. A different question will be posed, and as the rules required for this go round, those who are competing will need to create that video 5 minutes or less, identifying how they are addressing that topic. I want to take this time as well to say thank you to my partners, Mr. Trevor and Mr. Pete. You guys were willing to step into this new horizon for us. We did not know what to expect or how to expect it, but I say job well done to each of you in supporting this team effort to put on this competition.
And thank you as well, Dr. Ivy. You did a tremendous job in putting the team together and making sure that we were well prepared.
I agree. Thank you, Karen.
Karen, I'd like to add my thanks also on behalf of Forbes School of Business and Technology and all of Ashford University. We saw a good crossover here, Trevor, to other schools within the university, so that's great. And I can't wait to hear what the topic is next year. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Now, I will say that, Kate, correct me if I'm wrong, but the totality of each of the videos, we can share the links to those videos on our STEM website. Is that correct, Kate?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So what we saw today was just a snippet of the videos, but you can watch each video in totality once they're posted to the website. And so thank you guys very much.